But I was going through some collage bits that I want to use today, and I had to make some copies of them. So let me get myself on the computer. It'll be just a second because I'm not seeing any comment checks. I'm not on the computer yet, but I'll be there in a second. Oh, wait, I was just there. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, I was just there. Let me turn my sound. Let me turn my sound. Okay. And we'll wait for some people to come in. Hopefully some people are coming in soon. And I will just wait until I see some people coming in. Hey, artsy girl, how you doing? Glad you're here. Sorry, I was running just about 5 minutes late. I was planning things out, and I saw some prints that I made that I wanted to make copies of, so I had to do that really quick. So it got me a little late. Hey, Northern Snowbird, how are you doing? I was just telling Artsy Girl, I'm sorry I was running a tad bit late. So I was making some copies of some jelly prints I made to use today that I saw at the last second, of course. So anyway. Okay, I was going to wait for a couple more people to get in. I see we have 4 people on. Maybe we'll get a few. Hopefully, I'm sure we'll get some more. Yeah, here we go. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Can anybody guess what this is right here on my thing? Doesn't this look crazy? Some of you might guess because you probably watched my video. Can somebody guess what this is? I'm good, Northern Snowbird. Can anybody guess what this is? It looks crazy because I have paint all over it. I use it on my, yep, it's a bath mat. Did you bought 2? Oh, good, artsy girl. I'm glad you bought 2. Hey, Janice, how you doing? Janice, I was just showing you guys. I think you probably watched the video. I think you watched the video. This is a placemat that I use on my jelly plate. But you know what I did is I cut, okay, I get 2 of them because, and I think you guys saw that in the video, because this is the size of my jelly plate. And then you only have the ends left, right? So if you buy a second one, then you can start cutting it up. And I don't think I cut it up as much as I did in the video. I'm thinking about making another video of how you can cut this mat up and get so many pieces out of it. So then I cut it up so I have the 2, which I think, I don't think I showed it like this. I think it looks cool just the way this looks with all the paint on it. And then so I cut this one up and you have like 2 rows of squares, or these fancy squares. Then I cut it up to, you have 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See, so it's wider. And they all give a different print. It's really cool. And then I made like 1, 2. This is the 3rd one, but it's a little shorter. I just went crazy. And then this is one I showed in my video where it's just 1 strip. Oh, good, artsy girl. You know what? I had watched, I think, Robin McClendon, and she did something like 5 or 6 years ago on placemats. I don't know if it was the same exact one or not. And I never could find placemats. I went to Dollar Tree last week. I found all the placemats. I also used those, what do they call? It's those toys where you pop the bubbles, like when you have bubble wrap, but it's a toy that's a bubble wrap. I think they're called poppers. And I use those on the jelly plate. So I found those. That last week I found a ton of cool stuff for the jelly plate. And then I cut this into a square. I don't think I showed this on my video. And then I cut it just weird. Whatever was left over, the ends, I cut this so it almost looks like a chain. And then I cut another, just 1 single one like this. So this is really cool with this plate. And then I cut this one out. So I cut more out than I did on the video. Then this one was the one that was left over. So I cut that one out. And this is a leftover piece. So these I haven't even used yet. So a lot of cool things with that mat. Thank you, Janice. Yes, thank you, Janice, for the thumbs up, and then telling people thumbs up, and thank you for telling everyone to put it in caps if they want to say something. Did I say hello to everyone? I believe so. Okay, let's get started. And I'm sure there'll probably be some people jumping in. But so let me put this aside. I got to do a Sunday where I just jelly print. I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that next Sunday. Okay, let me put this down somewhere. Okay. I know you guys are like, why do you have the country sampler here? Okay, the reason I have this country sampler is, for one, one of my sweet subbies gave me a subscription, yeah, to this magazine. It just started popping up. I was like, thank you. But what I wanted to show you is, someone had asked me, they saw me draw my girls, and they said, you know, I wish I could draw. And I said to get a magazine and a black magic marker and start drawing. In fact, you know, I don't want to draw in this book. So let me just get this one, this showbiz book. So what I meant by that is, if you take a black magic marker and you just start finding forms and you just start tracing them, it starts training your hand and training your brain to see shapes, because that's all drawing is. And drawing's not a talent. I learned it's a skill. It's a skill, and it's about drawing shapes. It's really not about drawing a woman's body. It's about drawing the shapes of a woman's body. So you just go through, and you can just do this to an entire magazine. And this is going to get your confidence up, your hand, so it gets used to this movement. You're going to start understanding that all you're doing is drawing shapes. It's going to give you confidence when you're drawing. So you can take a whole magazine and just do that. See? Just start going over everything. And when you do this, this starts developing the skill of drawing. And that's all drawing is a skill. It's not a talent. I mean, there's some people who are excellent at it, and probably being talented does help them. But anybody can learn to draw. It's a skill. And when I learned it's only a skill, and I learned that it's when I learned that it's a skill, and I learned that it's nothing but drawing shapes, it demystified drawing for me. I was like, oh, I'm just drawing shapes. Okay. So this is it. So take a magazine if you want to learn to draw, and this would be a first step to learning how to draw, and do all kinds of different things, because then you're developing all different types of shapes. Like this guy's body, this would be excellent. You start seeing the shape of his head to his arms, how his hands look, the shape of the body, the leg. And I'm going really fast. So, and I even do this sometimes if it's something that I'm having a hard time drawing, I'll just find a shape of that, and I'll make a photocopy, and I'll just keep going over and over and over it until I get that shape down in my hand and my head. So I just wanted to show you guys that's a really quick way of learning how to draw. And the other thing is, put that down there. I was telling you about Zentangling. I couldn't think of what that word was that day, but this is called Zen doodling mandalas. I don't know if I would start with a mandala book, because drawing mandalas isn't like super easy, but Zentangle is. And you can learn to Zen. I got this book really cheap at Hobby Lobby at one of their clearances for like probably a couple dollars. And I got it just because I saw all these designs and stuff that I could do and put into my own artwork. But anyway, Zentangling is nothing but simple shapes. And this book breaks them down. But I would actually go to YouTube and put beginning Zentangle. All you need is a marker, probably a pencil. I think they'll probably have you just start right with the marker. You just need a marker and a piece of copy paper. That's it. And like right here, it's just a simple shape. That's it. And it gets your hand started with drawing. And it's less intimidating because you're just drawing shapes. Well, you're always just drawing shapes. But right here, It says for this jigsaw shaped pattern, what they want you to do is just draw this line. See? And then it's going to turn into something else on this side. But that's what Zentangling is, it's just drawing shapes. So anyway, get yourself, I wouldn't even go, you don't even have to go get a Zentangle book. I just had this, so I just want to show you. I would look up some of this for you on YouTube and put beginning Zentangle. I did that too a long time ago, and I love Zentangling. I think it's cool. I still love Zentangle. So, wanted to share that with you guys. Got that down. Okay, and now I wanted to show you guys some stuff. I went to Dollar Tree last week, and was it last week or a few days ago? I can't remember because I've gone a few times. And what I want to share with you guys is just stuff for arting, and so let me show you guys. And for some organization for your, if you have an art studio, a craft room, whatever you have. Okay. So let me show you what I got. Okay. I love pink. And I love a light pink color. So they have these there. They have all the pastel-y spring colors they have at Dollar Tree right now. But they go so quick. So if you want these and you see them, buy everything you need, because you can go back an hour and they won't have any more. It happened to me. But anyway, it's this right here. And what's nice about this shoebox, you guys, it's a light baby pink. I had bought some earlier, like a couple months ago, and then I just found some more. So I picked up more because I've been organizing my studio and I just needed more. That's how much crap I have. But this is not the regular shoebox, okay? It's a lot wider, see? And it's a lot deeper. So that's cool. And I love the light pink color. Okay, and then I picked up this one. I was so happy I finally found these. Oh my gosh. This size is different than the other size. Let me show you the comparison. And this is all in that pretty pink. So my whole shelf is going to be a baby pink. And I think it's going to look so pretty and organized. This one is, okay, there's this one here, which is longer. See? Longer and more narrow. And then I love it because they have a little handle. Isn't that cute? And then they're like the lock and lock. They lock. So the lid goes like that, and then you lock it back on. These are fabulous, and they're so well made. If we were to get these guys like at one of those container places, we would pay way more. Like, I think it's crazy. And then, are you guys still hearing me? I haven't seen anybody talking. Someone say, yeah, we're all here still. I'm just waiting. Usually you guys are real talkative. So I'm just like, is there anybody there? Are you guys hearing me? Just making sure. Artsy girl, are you guys still there? I'm just waiting. Okay, good. You're here. All right. You guys are like, we're listening, Angela. Give us a break. This is another one. It's a shorter one and it's a lot fatter. So I love this. This reminds me of like something your grandmother would have. That was clear plastic. For like a sewing box. It's like a sewing box style. Isn't that fabulous? I had been looking for this one because I already had seen the longer, flatter one, more narrow one, but I hadn't seen this one yet. So I was excited when I seen this. Look how cool it is. Love it. I have an obsession with containers. Probably because I have an obsession with having too much crap. Okay, then I bought 3 or 4 of these. Love this lock and lock. And of course, I'm not using it for food. I thought, I should have bought more of these. These would have been fabulous for the refrigerator. I mean, I'll go back. I know they don't have any pink left because I bought all the pinks they had because the pink is the first to go. But I would like more of these now that I'm looking at this for my refrigerator. All right, I need to go back and get these. Okay, and then they had in the pink, light pink again to match everything. They have these two, these lock and locks. I love these. These are fabulous. I'm trying to see if I have something right now. It's another thing. These are fabulous. Whenever you see these, especially in the color, pick as much as you want up because they don't have these all year round. They don't have any of this stuff all year round, especially in the colors that you want. Let me show you what I put in. This is the same one. I'll show you what I put in here. We're going to use it today. Look at these little small jelly plates. I showed how I got taught how to use this by Robin McClendon. These little small ones. I made these ones. This is a jelly plate that I made. And I cut, because I bought a new jelly plate, I cut it up and I made 2 small little ones. These are fabulous. So I'm going to use these today when we do our collage. I'm going to do a mixed media collage, and I'm going to make it look like it's an old wall by putting paint over the collage. So it'll be really cool. And we'll use this in there. So these are fabulous. Yeah, I don't know. I was a fool not to buy. They had a real pretty pastel-y, like turquoise color. Yeah, I was a fool not to buy more of those. Okay, I didn't get this at Dollar Tree. I wish they had the unflavored gelatin at Dollar Tree when I was there, but they didn't. I got this at the grocery store. But this is unflavored gelatin. And I'm going to make, I have, I think, like a 12 by 12, basically, I think, jelly plate. But I'm going to make an 11 by 17 jelly plate. I already made jelly plate before. That's what this was made from, was my homemade jelly plate, and I was cutting it up. But I'm going to make an 11 by 17. I'll make a video of it. So I got a bunch of these. And if you want to make this along with me, an 11 by 17 jelly plate, you don't have to make it 11 by 17. You can make a 10 by 4. You can make a, 10 by 14 or 10 by 10, whatever you want to do. And you can make the little small ones. You need 14 though to make the 11 by 17, which is going to be one of my next videos. So I got that. I got these, and I already have been organizing with them. These trays are fabulous. Look how pretty they are too. And they're that light baby pink still. They're really nice and big. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I don't use it. I have on my glass mat here, I have a ruler. Duh. This is 12 by 9 by 12. So they're really nice and big. I like to store a lot of collage bits in these. Collage bits, napkins, and I do them by subject, and then I'll label the front of it. And then what I like about it, I got this from some girl who does a lot of collage. You can stack them right on top of each other. Even if they're full, they stack. Depending on how much stuff it is, they stack right on top of each other. You can stack more of these than you can those other containers. So that's why I have these. I'm looking for a lot more because you can't even tell. Can you tell it's pastel pink? Yeah, I guess you can. I want more. I only found 6 of them. So these are really sturdy too. Anyway, all right. So I love those. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, good, Janice. I'm glad you got your package. Hey, hi, Madeline. How you doing? I'm just showing stuff that I got from Dollar Tree. And all of it's kind of relating to either organizing like your studio or your craft room and any type of arting materials. Mixed media, arting, crafting, whatever. Okay. Oh, these are what the jelly plates look like, or the jelly plates. These are what the, not jelly plates, placemats look like before you cut them up. It looks like this. Kind of hard to see because it's clear. Okay, so that's what it looks like before you cut it up. And like I said, I cut this up and I used it on my jelly plate. If you haven't seen the video, it's the video right before this one. I show how this prints out on the jelly plate. So you can check that out there. Okay. What else? Oh, I got the pretty pink spray bottles. I think I picked up 4 of them. 4 or 5. I want 2 for my craft room and then 3 for backup. I just like to keep spray bottles on hand for when they don't work. I have another one right at hand because, that eventually happens, eventually. Also, I picked up some coffee. I was watching 2 different girls' channels. I was watching, of course, like I always do, Robin McClendon, and I saw her make coffee. And so instead of having to go to your kitchen and make coffee stained paper, you can do it right at your desk by taking the instant coffee from Dollar Tree. If you use 3/4 of this, yeah, I think it's 3/4 of this. No, half of this, and then add half of this with a full thing of water. So you can use this as a measuring device. So use half of this jar of coffee, put it in here, and a full measurement of water. And it makes it really strong. And then you can just go a little less than half and then again, do that much water. And then you can just spray your coffee right here at your desk. I just never done it like that. Like an idiot, I've always just go to the kitchen and it's a big, huge mess. Anyway, I just like that idea. So there we go. Oh, and also I saw this other girl. She did a thing called, and maybe somebody knows who watched the video. She calls it bubble paper. And it's bubble paper made with coffee and Dawn. And you blow it through like this sock, through a cup or something. Or I can't remember how she did it exactly, but she put like a children's sock over like a cup, I think, a small cup. And then she uses coffee, water, and Dawn dish soap. And you make bubbles and you put the bubbles all over. And it makes this cool bubbles on the paper. It dries like that. It's really cool. So I want to try that. So that's why I got the coffee also. Let me see if anybody else is here. Hey, crafty reseller. How you doing? Okay. Glad you're here. I'm just showing a Dollar Tree haul of items that you can use for your arting and crafting. These are the socks for that bubble. She calls it bubble paper. Now, when I make the video, I'll, of course, reference her because I saved the video. I'll reference her so you can go watch her video, too, after I make mine. So those are the socks that you'll need to put over. I can't remember if it was a cup or what it was. Oh, geez, I can't remember. Anyway, okay. Then, sorry, I just hit my camera. I finally found these. Let me move my camera back. Sorry. I finally found these. This is the vinyl paper. It's paper on the other side, so it'll glue down. But I thought let's use it for collage. So that's what I'm going to use it for. I've actually heard it's not really that good to use for your Cricut. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't have a Cricut. I have a Brother Scan and Cut, and I have a Tim Holtz machine. I don't use either one that much anymore. But anyway. But I thought these would be good for mixed media. So I love this color. Isn't that pretty? Maybe we'll try using some of it. We'll use some of this today in today's collage. If I can make it look right. I don't know. I really couldn't imagine it in my stuff. But then I thought, you know what? Just try it. Oh, this is pretty. Look how pretty that is. This is rose gold. So I got rose gold. Silver. No. Yeah, light silver. This is like a pewter silver. All of them are sparkly. And this one's a gold. And then this one's a rose gold. So, does it have... Yeah, it has paper on the back. And I think it's sticky. I don't know. Yeah. Is it sticky? I'm just trying to see and get this corner up. Come on. There we go. It's the nails. It has a light tackiness to it. So yeah, it can glue down. Yeah. So, you know what? I'll leave this one out today and we'll just try putting this in our collage background today. That'll be fun. Okay, so I got those. And then what else did I get in this? I know. You know what? You know what, Janice? My Dollar Tree didn't get those for a long time either. My Dollar Tree just started getting those like maybe a month or two ago. And I couldn't think what to do with them. And I thought, why don't I try putting them in my, my backgrounds or my collages? So I bought, no big deal, but 2 things of baby wipes because, we need these in the craft room for techniques and to keep our hands clean. So I bought those. Okay, I haven't done it. I keep saying I'm going to, but this is if you want to do this with me, you can get the tape at Dollar Tree. This is masking tape from Dollar Tree. That's how wide it is. It's nice and wide. And this is what it looks like when you go to look for it over in the, tool section. But I really like how wide it is. It makes some cool washi tape. So, and I make the washi tape out of jelly prints and I make it on the jelly plate. So, and it comes out really cool and it looks like all my prints, Like I can show you. I only have 1 page left. I used the other page. These is what I do. And this is on one of those plastic protector sheets. So you put the tape all on here, okay? And then along the whole length of the sheet, and then of the plastic protector, and then you can put this right onto the jelly plate. And before that, you can take, after you do this on the jelly plate, then you can do stamps on it too. So this is really cool. So that's why I got it. I only have this one sheet left of my own handmade washi. So I need to make some more. So, and I just wanted to stock up on this tape because they don't always have this one like this. So, what else? Oh, this is the Dawn soap. You can just get it there for that bubble paper made with the coffee. And then I got a chalk writer because I want to, I saw this girl, she did this, she did it with a white pen, but anyway, I want to, if I have something dark in my collage, I want to do that messy cursive writing that I do, and then go like this and smear it. It looked really cool. So I just thought on a dark surface in my collage, this white chalk writer would be cool. So I got that. And I only got a few more things. Oh, and we're going to have giveaways. We'll have 2 giveaways at the end. Okay. Oh, my floor is a mess. Let me look at chat and see if there's anything on chat. I just got, oh, what the heck was that? Oh, I hope I didn't break anything. Oh, that was some more coffee. All right, let me put this over here. Let me look at the chat and see if anybody has anything to say right now. Okay. Hi, Comfort. How are you doing? Just reading. Hey, Comfort Cottage. How are you? I'm just showing the stuff that I got from Dollar Tree. It's like, you know, either things for organization or crafty items. Or basically more mixed media items. But you can use them in crafts or whatever. Okay. All right. And then the last bit of things I got was Hobby Lobby. This last week, it's every other week. You know how they do their sales. If you shop at Hobby Lobby, you know that every other week, it'll be one half of the store, and the next week will be the other half of the store. So last week was their paints were on sale for half off. Well, half off on the fine artists. 30% off the craft paint. And I've really started liking more of the fine artist heavy duty, like the heavier weight paints on the jelly plate. It makes it easier to create like old walls, you know? So, oh good, I'm glad you're fantastic and I'm glad you made it, Comfort Cottage. So I'm liking these better because when you use, not that you can't use craft paint and not that I'm not going to use craft paint, but I'm going to mix up the craft paint with the heavier body. And that way more paint sticks to the plate and you can pick up stuff and create old walls with it. So that old wall look. So I picked up more of this color. They're $5.99, 50% off. They're $3. And look how big they are. This is a big thing of paint. So, and it's a heavy body. It's really, really nice paint. It's like an artist. They say artist quality. So, I'm trying to see. It's 4 fluid ounces. So it was $3. This is called Warm Gray, but I call it putty. It doesn't look gray. It looks like a putty color. So this is, I call it putty, but it says Warm Gray. This is a gold. And I have tons of gold paint, but this looks so pretty. I just want to try it. Again, this one. Do I need this one? No, this is antique gold. So these are the two difference. Well, you really can't see the difference on here, but they're different. This one's a little deeper. It's called antique gold. It's deeper, and this is just gold. Now, these are the kind, when you do that glazing on the plate to give like a real pretty glazy, pearly color, these aren't the ones you use. This is what you use with your paints. To do a glazing, you use this type of gold, like any of the craft ones, because they're translucent. These ones are more opaque. Is that the word? Yeah. These are more translucent, and you want the cheaper translucent ones like this $2.29 don't seem like it's cheap, but I got it 30% off. So this rose gold is really pretty to do that glazing on the jelly plate over your jelly prints. So I just got one more of these because I've been using the heck out of it. I also on the jelly plate like to mix these two together to pull up old walls. It's really pretty together. And then the last one I got was this one. I just went all metallic-y this trip. This is called Brown Red. You guys, this is like a it's like a rusty color that you call, it's like a red ochre color, but it has, yeah, it's like a red ochre, but look, it has like sparkle in it. They call it brown red. Anyway, this is fabulous, and I'm almost done with this one, so I had to buy a second one. So I just buy my paints if I need something every other week when it's 50% off. So, because $6 is kind of a lot. So, okay, so I got that. I guess $6 isn't kind of a lot because if I was using Golden's paints, these would be like 15 a piece. So, but I think it's a nice paint without having to spend the Golden's price. I'm not saying it's the same quality, but I think it's up there in my opinion. So yeah, I'm sure somebody will disagree, but whatever. Okay, so I think that's everything I got. Let me put this stuff away. We're going to get started on today's project that I'm going to do. I'm going to just take all this off my desk. Okay, let me make sure I can get that. All right, just a second. Let me get out of my chair and move all this stuff around. So just a second. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Pamela, how you doing, girl? Okay, just a second. I'm having crashes in my studio. Just a second. All right. I had to clear my space. I had way too much going on right here. All right. Now I can bring this back. Just a second. This all requires another setup, so let me get myself set up. Okay. All right, let me just, oh, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing good, Pamela. I just sound out of breath because, like, I had to put all that stuff away and I was hurrying. Oh, okay, Pamela. I just read that you're you're getting ready to take your grandchildren home. Be safe. Stay warm. And thank you for supporting me and coming in to say hi. Okay, let me just see if I said hi to everyone. Crafty Reseller girl, if I didn't say hi to you, hello. Okay, Pamela. I don't want to kill myself in my own craft room or my own studio. Okay, the reason I got her out is, remember we did her last week? I want to talk about this really quick. Okay, we colored her up, but I wanted to tell you guys something. What I did is I used... last time I was using the color sticks. Remember those ones that look like lipsticks? And I did her skin. Well, I used those lipsticks, a dark brown one, to do the shading. Well, before, what I realized is I used this color to do the shading, and I actually like this better on my first girl. So I erased a bunch of that off on the shading and redid it with this color here. This is Jane Davenport Palette Pastels birthday suit. So... and I use this darker brown color for the shading. So that's the other thing. Those color sticks that I used last week, you can erase those. That was cool. I said, I hope I can erase these. And I could. So I think she looks better. She looks a lot smoother. I like it better. Let me take it out of the plastic. And I started on her hair. Janice, I know you said do brown hair. But my husband, he walked in, he goes, you should do the hair green. I said, no, I just told Janice I was going to do brown hair, and he convinced me to do it in green. But anyway, we'll do the next one in brown with brown hair. But this green hair does come out really cool. When we do it all the way over, it's so dramatic, you guys. And it matches her eyes right there. So, and I showed last week in last week's video how you do this hair like this. So I got to finish this off. Okay. But the mixed media background that I want to make look like an old wall is what we're going to use as a background. And then I'm going to cut her out and apply her to that background. So she'll be the focal point. Okay. Of today's, mixed media background that we're going to make look like an old wall. So, but I'll finish her up off camera and show you guys next week. But we're going to get the really cool background done today. Did I show you what last week's looked like? I don't know if I showed this to you. This is what it came out to. No, I don't think I did, because I think I only had time just to finish the background. I don't think you guys saw the whole thing. Maybe you did. Let me know if you guys saw this whole thing, but this is how it turned out. So, created the background. Did I do this background did I do this on camera? I don't think I did the background on camera. I think last week we only colored her up, huh? I can't even remember. I think I did the background on my own. Anyway, this is how it turned out. I'm crazy. So I'm just going to show you really quick. I'm going to make some prints of her, and they'll be in my shop. I'll do some 11 by 14, which is what this is. And then I'll do, I think, some notebooks with her on there. Let me read the chat because I can see people saying, okay, so Janice, I didn't do the background with you guys. Okay, the background's going to be similar to this week, but we're going to do some painting over it, a paint technique over it a little bit, where you're going to still see some of the background, but you're going to see some stuff over it. So it looks like it's a painted, like it's an old wall, a true old wall. Okay. Thank you, Crafty Reseller. Thank you, Janice. Bye, Pamela. She already left, I'm sure. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that because I didn't know if I had shown you guys how it looked. I made a, if you belong to me on Facebook or in the Facebook group, I posted it. I think I posted this to Instagram too. I'm not sure. Okay. There's there's always so much to do, you know. Post to Facebook, post to Instagram, post to my Facebook group, post to the other Facebook groups I'm in. Crazy. I belong to Jane Davenport's Facebook group too. I like to post my stuff there too when I do anything like drawing and stuff. Okay. Let me put this down. All right. Let's put that down too. All right. Yeah, we'll do giveaways at the end. And let's get started. All right. So I have an 11 by 14 piece of mixed media paper. It don't really matter, but sometimes I use mixed media paper and sometimes I use mixed media paper and sometimes I use what? Watercolor paper. I like them because they're nice and, you know, thick. Thank you, Artsy Girl. Thank you, Comfort Cottage. Okay, so let's get started. I of course went ahead and pre-chose a bunch of papers, and I chose way too many, like always. Like all this could ever fit on this thing. Okay. But I'd rather be prepared than not prepared. Okay. Let me organize myself. All right, this can go over here, I think. All right. I am so happy, you guys. My studio is so beautiful in here right now. Not as far as decorating, because I'm going to still decorate my studio the way I want to decorate it. But I spent all day. I spent half a day. What is today? Half a day Friday, all day yesterday, reorganizing my craft room. First, I cleaned it because it looked like hell. Okay. So I cleaned it first. And then I started organizing it. I took 3 of those little Wally cards that had been packed with crap for like 12 years. Cleared those out, everything I didn't want and all that, and got rid of it. The stuff I got rid of, you guys don't want. It was old stuff. Gave a few things to my neighbors, but I reorganized it into these other two that I have that are nice quality and they're tall. Oh my gosh. And then I redid my table here. I just reorganized this whole room. It looks awesome. So, like I said, it's not decorated, so I'm not going to do a walkthrough because a studio tour yet, because it's not done the way I want it as far as decor. But all right, this is a recent jelly print that I did with that thing that you pop bubbles. You pop oh, what are they called? They're called poppers. Those poppers that I got from Dollar Tree. I put them on the jelly plate and look. Doesn't that look like an old wall? This is what I just made a photocopy of. This will be in packets next month. This will be in packets next month too. This is on a piece of dictionary paper. I'm going to start printing on book pages and dictionary, because if you happen to jelly print like just bits, like I did here, then you have the print and look how cool it looks. Yeah, that's fabulous. Then this is another, no, this is just coffee staining. And then I did my scripting over it. My scripting I learned from Robin McClendon. It's my own style of scripting, but the whole idea of like intuitive scripting I got from her. So this is cool. This is from the jelly plate. This is like just leftover stuff off the jelly plate. This is what I pulled up. This is what I like to get off the jelly plate. Stuff like this. And the other ones I showed you because they look like old wall. Now, this is an Asian newspaper. We have a place called Chinatown here. And this is an Asian newspaper. I want to put a bunch of script in this. Look how cool this is. So I cut a bunch of stuff from my Asian newspaper. You know what? Let's give away an Asian newspaper today too. It's a whole paper, and you can use this in your artwork. Because I think Asian writing, as long as anyone's ever been watching me do mixed media, you guys know I love putting Asian in my work, like Asian language. I think it's so beautiful. So, oh, don't fall. So this is an Asian newspaper. Let me show you. I don't have a brand new one. They're in my closet, so I'll have to show you to you. But this is a whole new Asian newspaper right here. See? Look at that. All right, so I remember that'll also go in the giveaway today. You can get an Asian newspaper. You guys will love using that in your artwork. I've been probably for like the last, I don't know, 10 years, I've been putting this Asian newspaper in my artwork because I love it. And then this is the, and I'll throw this and some of this in there too. I think this is Arabic. I think I discovered this is Arabic. We'll throw some of that today. Isn't that cool? So I'll put this also. This will be with the Asian paper so that people can get some of this stuff. I have a whole book of it that I found at a thrift store like a long time ago, like 7 or 8 years ago. Okay, so we're going to use that too. So we're going to get started. But I just wanted to show you these first 3 pages because those I just pulled off the jelly plate, and I think they look really good. All right, let me shut up and get started. We're also going to use my kit also. Some pages from my kit, like this is from my this month's printables. We'll use that one. We'll use this one, maybe that one, this one, that one. All right. Those are what we're going to start off with. All of this. I'll tell you what I've done. I've pulled way too many things. It's driving me crazy. Okay. Let me put this over to the side. We're going to start with this here. And this is going to start me out to making my decisions. All right. I just love this. I'm so inspired by this right now. So, you know, first let me cut off the little white parts. And I got to get my glue out. Okay, now I've organized myself. Remember? So, let's see if I can find the stuff of where I put things at. Okay, found my glue. Or found my matte gel. I have a habit of organizing myself right into a mess. All right, let me read and see if there's anything on the, you guys are saying, Okay, yes, I picked them up from Asians. Oh, you pick them up too, Crafty Reseller? Do you, Crafty Reseller, do you guys have a, do you have like a, we have a place called Chinatown. And it's so cool. It's a whole street here dedicated to Asian businesses. And so I used to always go to this Asian, I used to go to this Asian restaurant, and you go there and you can have dim sum. And I want to go, I want to go back soon. You have dim sum. They come to your table with trays of food. It's fabulous. I never know what the heck I'm eating, and I'm in love with everything I eat. And in that restaurant, they had the Asian newspapers. So that's where I would go and get them. But then one day, I seen an Asian grocery store on that street. Because I remember I told you the whole, like this whole street is nothing but Asian everything. And gift shops and grocery stores and restaurants. It's really cool. And so I went to the Asian grocery store. They had like 3 or 4 different ones. I was like, yes. I was so excited that day. So I looked around, made sure nobody was looking at me, and picked up a ton. For years, I kept going to that same, even though I wasn't eating there, I would go to that Asian, that dim sum place. And they had like a little lobby, so I could like go and get those papers without anyone seeing me. I think. They probably saw me. They're like, what's that girl doing? Oh, I'm just taking some papers because I think your language is absolutely beautiful. And I think their culture is beautiful. So. Look how fabulous. I love this. Look how cool that looks. This came out really cool. I was very shocked. As soon as I seen it, I said, I have to make photocopies, and this has to go in a printable kit. Right next to that, I can see some, like this or that. Yeah, this. Let me tear the edges off. You guys know I like to start creating a little bit before I start committing to the glue. Wouldn't want to make a commitment. Let's try to do it like this. A big fat piece like that. Love it. Love. And I think I want some of that Asian print to go right next to that. That's what I'm kind of seeing in my head. I'll read chat here in just a second. Jesus, that was my stomach. Now, this Asian paper, it's thin, so I haven't, and it's not, I would rather have it copy dyed, but it's thin, and I know it's going to fall apart. So I'm going to use my Tim Holtz Distress Inks once it's down, whatever pieces I use. So I can get the, you know, the aging look, but it's not going to hold up to copy staining. It'll hold up to the jelly plate. I could jelly plate it, but just a second, I'm ripping this paper. I need to get that in front of me. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like butting the Asian language up against my intuitive writing. I think that's pretty hip. What the heck am I saying hip? This is in 1970. That's hip. All right. I am 52 years old, so I was a kid when it was the 70s. In the 80s, I was in high school. All right, I'm loving that. And that's going to look even better once I do some Tim Holtz distressing on that. Hey, C Rose, how are you you, girl. I'm so glad you're here. Yay, Rose is here. Hey, Rose, look back. When this is over, at the beginning, I did a Dollar Tree haul of like a bunch of good stuff for mixed media. So, yeah, check it out, girl. So you can, if you want to get some stuff, like some really pretty pink pastel-y stuff for organizing, and then a bunch of good stuff for mixed media. So, okay. Next. I love this. I'm in the middle of making more of this paper where I mixed my intuitive writing with the Asian writing with the Arabic. I'm in the middle of making another one of these because I love that. Ooh, I like that. All right, so let's rip this because I don't want a straight edge. No straight edges. It's like, what's your name with no wire hangers. I shouldn't be laughing. That was not funny. That lady was mean. She was mean to her kids. Real mean. Abusive. So I shouldn't be laughing about that whatsoever. Okay. You guys know who I'm talking about? Joan somebody. I almost said Joan Collins. Wait. No, it's not Joan Collins. Joan Crawford. That's who it was. Joan Collins would be like, girl, don't be putting me into that. Look how cool that piece just looks right there. And I wasn't even thinking about it. I just put it there. I like that there, I think. I think. I don't know. Let me keep going because I love this. So. I love this. Well, you know what? We could keep that there. All right, I got an idea. I got ideas. I just think this is beautiful. This is just pulling it off the jelly plate, and look how beautiful that turned out. I was like, oh! So this will be in next month's printable kit for sure. Just a second, you guys. I'm cutting off all of the white lines. I shouldn't even say this. I really shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. You know what it reminded me of? That song. Remember when we were in high school? Okay, I'm 52 years old. So if you were a product of the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. This song was popular. Okay, we were all singing it. It's totally inappropriate. Okay, white lines. Remember that song? White lines, that song. We're all singing that in high school. I mean, that is not appropriate at all. And that's what came to me when I said I'm cutting off the white lines. White lines. Oh my God, that was so inappropriate. Sorry. I know it was. But that's what came to my head. And when I was in high school, there was a place called Gold Rush. And it was so awesome. Every Sunday, it was a regular nightclub during the week and on the weekends. But on Sunday nights in the summer, they would have teen night. You know I was there every Sunday. Oh, it was the best. And all the high schools from all over Arizona, I used to live in Arizona, would go. It was fabulous. And that song, White Lines, and inappropriate as it was for high schoolers, we're all dancing and singing that song. That just brought back memories, you guys. That brought back a lot of memories right there. I had the best time at the Gold Rush every Sunday. And then this is in the summer. Now, during the year, the school year, they would, oh, I like how that looks butted up against each other. During the school year, if it was a holiday on Monday, Gold Rush would be open. And we used to all be, and I had like friends from everywhere, from like probably 10 different high schools. I loved it. Just like I am now, I was like a little social butterfly. I like to talk. I like to meet all kinds of people. So I had friends from so many schools. I had my friends from Gold Rush from different high schools. Then I worked. So then I had my work friends. They were all from different high schools. I went to 2 different high schools. my freshman year, I went to one, and then I went to another one the rest of it. So I knew a lot of people in Arizona from a lot of different high schools. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I couldn't go anywhere in Arizona without seeing somebody I knew. It was crazy. Then I moved to Las Vegas, like, God, it's been 16 years. I can't believe it. And since I've only lived here 16 years, and I didn't, I didn't go to high school or I went to ASU. I didn't go to college or anything, so I know people, but nothing like in Arizona. Nothing like that. All right, let me check chat here in a second. I'm tearing this up because I might want to put this right here. All right, this is getting torn out. Okay, just a second. All right, we got too many things the same shape, so this needs to be busted like that. And something else below it. There we go. All right, let me check the chat. No, that's too much. Wonder if that's not too much. I think I like that. That may or may not stay. I'm not sure. Nope. It's, you know what? I kind of want to use this, like right here. So this background is going to be super neutral looking, as you can see, so that so my girl will fit right over it, and just, this would be like the perfect background for her, some grungy background. And I'm going to do my language on her, like tattoos on her chest, like I did my other girl. I'll have to show you my other girl. I don't know if I showed you guys her or not. The other one that I colored up, that I put tattoos like on her chest. So to make her look more funky, All right. This may be going away. Bam. That's going there. All right, let me read chat. Okay, someone asked me, I'm just going to start at the bottom and then I'll move up. Someone asked me, when did I move to Vegas? 16 years ago. Was it 6? Yeah, it's been 16 years. 16 years ago. Before that, though, I lived there my whole life. I moved to Arizona when I was like 2 or something. So pretty much my whole life I lived there. Yeah, 16 years ago. Girl, I'm 52 years old. I'm old. Janice, you remember that song? Janice, you remember that song, White Lines? I mean, that song is inappropriate for kids to be listening to. And then we're singing it? I was singing that song all the time, okay? So inappropriate. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Just a second, you guys. I want to show you guys something. Oh, okay. I just want to show you this. Remember the girl I showed you guys? I did last week. I don't know if I did this with you. I think I did it off camera. Yeah, I did. But see, I did my intuitive script on here. Looks kind of like Asian, I think. So, but it looks like she's all tattooed. So I know she's like pretty, but I wanted to, funk her up a little bit, give her a little edge. So that's why I put those on there. All right, let me see what else people are saying. Thanks, C Rose. Janice, you're older than me. C Rose, you're 60. You remember that song too? Okay, C Rose. Rose says, I love Asian writing. I love when we buy Chinese food and I watch them write in a line. Oh, I know. Isn't that so cool? I've been to dim sum also, where you sit at the counter and they cook it up for you. Not like that round one that everyone goes to, but this is like I don't know. They just have a lot of dim sum restaurants in Vegas on that one street in Chinatown. And And I'm not, that's what they call it, you guys. They call it, like the Chinese people call it Chinatown, okay? I'm just saying that name. That's what they call it. And you go to this restaurant and everyone sits in this booth. Well, you can sit, I mean, you can sit at this counter, but you can sit in a booth if you want, but it's a counter and you can watch them make it, the food. It's really cool. Janice, you're going to be 54? Oh, my birthday's in March. Mine's March 18th. When is your birthday? Thank you, Janice. Okay. Okay, I'm just catching up with chat for just a second. Okay, Northern Snowbird says the Asian paper I can get is not like a newspaper, which I prefer. Okay. Okay, Rose says, oh, cool. Thank you. I need the pink organizational things too. Yeah, Artsy Girl, didn't that funk her up with the tattoos? I like pretty women. I love, of course, darker pigmented skin. I love everybody's skin, okay? Everyone. But I do like to do women of color. Just, representation. I like to represent. And I also like them to be pretty, but I also like to have them look really funky. So, and I don't want anyone to be insulted. You guys have seen me. And I believe I'm very inclusive. So I do all skin colors, all skin tones when I paint. I've done them all. So, anyway, I just don't want anyone to, have hurt feelings about that or anything. So I've done them all and I do them all. So, okay. Artsy Girl, yours is March 2? Yours is March 20th? Mine's March 18th. So, Artsy Girl, when is your birthday? Okay, I'm waiting to see when Artsy Girl's birthday is. I need something for this bottom. You guys, I gotta stop. I have that, okay. Hey, Queen's Life, how are you doing? I love it. Artsy Girl goes, I'm inclusive too. I totally believe in that. I believe in meeting all types of people, being friends with all types of people. When I do my art, make sure I do all types of people. Yeah, totally. Yours is on the 4th. Okay, cool. Are you a Pisces then? So, Artsy Girl, are you a Pisces? And who else said? And Janice, are you a Pisces too? I mean, yeah, Pisces, because I'm a Pisces. I was just curious. I'm just curious. All right, I need to do the bottom of this. I need to stop talking and maybe start arting. Okay. I'm going to tear this off the bottom. I got some exciting things that I'm going to, when we get to it, that I'm going to be doing on top of all this. I won't talk about it till I get there because it'll make more sense. I might put this underneath all this. Oh, I like that. I might shorten this up a little bit so that we can see that, and so I don't get, sometimes I get too vertical, and I just like, girl, don't be so vertical with everything. Like, I like that this is kind of going across, this is going across, and I got this going across. I get too vertical sometimes. It starts looking too, I don't know, predictable, which I don't like that. This looks cool under here. All right, let me see if there's any other. Yep, Northern Word, variety, it's a spice of life. I even believe that about my food too. Oh my God. I love Mexican is my favorite food. I love Asian food. I love Mexican food. I love Italian food. Oh, I'm a foodie. I be loving all kinds of food. Oh, and if it's some, oh, I like Indian food from India. Love that too. If I get any chance to try something new for food, I am so excited. I could barely even stand it. I love it. Okay. When you learn about other people's cultures, all it's going to do is enrich your life. That's it. It's going to enrich your life. You're going to have a richer life. I'm just seeing if I can fit this in here. I think I'm going to draw some Kokopelli, so I really shouldn't worry about this piece. But I just love it. That's why I always want to put it in everything. I love it, so I want it in everything. I wonder if I want this right here. This is just like a little Asian symbol off of this newspaper. I might treat it like a little stamp, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if I want this there. I just like the symbol, of course. It looked cool. And it looked cool. Does it fit anywhere? I will leave it there. It don't fit anywhere right now. All right, I need to glue all this down. I didn't use this, but this Arabic writing, but it's in this paper here. So we're probably good with that. I'm just looking through my papers. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I want to add. I kind of want to add this. See this here? I love it. So I'm thinking about adding like a strip just right there. So let me do that. Okay. All right. Let me rip in this piece right here. Okay. Let's see if we want this to go right here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh, we don't want it a straight edge at the end. Can't have a straight edge at the end. Okay. I like that. Fabulous. Okay, let me read if there's any. Oh yes. Happy Chinese New Year of the tiger, for sure. Oh, Queen's Life, you had Chinese food last night? I am jealous. Does New York have the best Chinese food? Hopefully I can get to New York sometime. I really would love to go there. And I have heard they have good Chinese food there. Is it better than where I go to Chinatown though? The best you ever had, Rose, was in New York. I'd love to go to New York and I'd love to try it. And then I'd like to go to New York and meet Pamela's World because that's where she lives. Anybody else live in New York that's here? I don't think anybody else here that I know their address lives in New York. I don't know. Just reading everyone's things. Okay. Let me look through my stuff and see if I'm seeing anything else that I want to do. Let me see how much more I can overdo it. We all know that I can overdo it. Ooh, I like that. So I just ripped off, this is off one of the pages that's all full of Kokopellis. And there we go. Oh, I looked up what Kokopellis mean because I had the meaning of it before and okay, one of it means to celebrate like the season in the springtime when the crops come in. like the when their vegetables and all their fruits and vegetables are in season. So harvest, to celebrate harvest time. And when he's playing the musical instrument, that's like the celebration of harvest time. It also is music, dancing, fertility, positivity, happiness. So of course that's why I was attracted to that, to the Kokopelli. So that's what it means. In my kit, I have a whole page full of the Kokopellis that I drew. Yeah, in the new kit, right? Yeah. Yeah, here's the whole page. Whole page of Kokopellis. Aren't they cool? In Arizona, these are on everything. Everything. Vases, pottery, paintings, everything. I don't see them here in Las Vegas at all. It's really weird. All right. Just looking to see if I want to add anything else on here. Kind of filling this. But it's not going to work. Just because I'm filling it doesn't mean it's going to work. These are little pieces. Ooh, that looks cool down there. Okay, I'm adding that little piece down there. I like that. I like that a lot. In fact, maybe, all right, maybe I'll like this here. Yeah, I'm just going to do the one piece. It just looked cool, I thought. All right. Going all the way across just looked too matchy-matchy. Okay. Oh my God, I have so much stuff here, but I'm not going to it. Look, I even have, of course, the letters that I've... These are stained with Tim Holtz Distress Inks. Just placing them right on this glass mat, spraying them with water, and just dipping these in there and staining them up. All right, so I've used all this stuff that I can use. I can't throw anything else on here. I've thrown the kitchen sink. I must be done. Okay, so we're going to glue all this down. But we are going to have one more layer, which is going to be some napkins. Yeah. So this layer's done. So let me throw that on the ground. And then we're going to get to gluing all this. Oh, and I have something to show you with a tea bag and the jelly plate. What time is it? Okay, we're good. Where are the tea bags at? Oh, I hope they're with the tissue. I hope they're with my other stuff. Okay. Trying to make room for myself here. All right, so let's start taking this stuff off of here. That's the only disadvantage of taping with my phone. Is that I usually take a picture like after I collage all this down, I take a picture of it, but I can't take a picture of it because I'm using my phone. But I'll remember. And if I don't remember exactly, I come up with something else. No major. All right, so the things that need to go down, these need to go down first. So let me get out this here and my brush. Let me get my brush. Excuse me. I choked on my own spit like normal. Sorry. You were going to be like, that was nasty, Angela. But it's the truth. I do it all the time. I do not know why I can't swallow. It's ridiculous. All right, let me get my glue brush going here. And before I get started, let me read chat real quick. Oh, thank you, Rose. Okay, let me see. Janice said something earlier. Rose says everything in New York is good. I can't wait. I'm gonna go there someday. Oh yeah, there is a Chinatown, right, in New York? I'm sure that's where I. That's true, Janice. Don't think about it too much. I do the best when I don't think about it too much. That's when some of my best work comes out, is when I don't be thinking about it. I'm just going. That's probably why collage is my favorite, and it energizes me. It doesn't deplete me. Like last week when I got off, and that doesn't, I mean, I'm always going to still draw and, you know, draw my girls and do that kind of stuff. But when you draw and then you paint or color like my girls last week, I was exhausted afterwards. It takes energy to do that. It takes a lot of energy. It takes from you. But when I do collage, it energizes me. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but that's how I am. That's how my brain works. All right, we can get this up here. And my problem right now is I have too much crap out. Just a minute. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this. Put that right there for now. Okay. All right, let's start gluing this down. And then I'll have to finish up my girl. I have to finish up her hair. And I'll show you guys how it turns out next week. I'll post her also on Facebook and Instagram. So if you're friends with me on Facebook or in my Facebook group, which if you're not in my Facebook group, come join. It's fun. It's a really fun place. It's really positive. Everyone's really nice and supportive. And you don't just have to do mixed media. Everyone's welcome. Whatever crafting or arting that you like to do is welcome there. So whatever you do, crocheters, knitters, mixed media people, whatever. Everyone's welcome. Okay, where did I put? Oh, here's another container from Dollar Tree that I love. Look, and it's the pearl one. Isn't that pretty? Well, I bought a bunch of them, of course. When do I ever buy one of anything? But I keep my baby wipes in it. Isn't that cool? And this one has, sorry, but this one has a mirror. And then it has a container here at the top. I mean, this is great for anything. It's great for your, you know, your crafty stuff, your artsy stuff, makeup, baby wipes. And it snaps really tight. That's why I put the baby wipes in there. Plus, it's pretty, so. But I just did that yesterday, so that's why I couldn't remember where I put the baby wipes. I just did it yesterday. I had it in a different container before that. All right, so I don't want to lose those pieces. Yeah, so next is going to go this piece here. All right. Let me glue these two pieces down, and then I'll read chat. I got to get these two down. Oh, I know the other thing I wanted to do on a video is I wanted to do that Finnabar art where I want to take these tins they had at Christmas time that you put cookies in, and I want to make it look like an archaeological find, like real rusted, and do a bunch of like mold on the lid and everything. So I wanted to do that next. So maybe that's what I'll do next week. And I've been itching to do some Finnabar art. It's mixed media also, but you're using like different molds and different like things that look like found objects, and you're rusting things. So, and I bought a bunch of those metal cookie tins. That's what you call them at Christmas time to do that. So, and they had so many different shapes of them that I bought 2 or 3 of each one, of course. And then you can store stuff in them. How cool. How cool to store your artsy stuff or your crafty stuff in some rusted looking container. Nothing would make me happier. It'd be a great gift. Throw some cool stuff in there. Okay. So that's what I'll do next week. That's what I'm doing next week, because I've been wanting to do that and I haven't done it yet. And I wanted to get to doing some Finnabar, or I also call it salvaged art, because you can do it with found objects too. And I throw found objects in there too, not just stuff I get at the craft store, or even things I mold. So, all right, this is looking cool. I swear, there is nothing better than jelly prints. You guys, jelly prints are the bomb. They just, it's so organic, jelly printing. Your stuff looks like nobody else's, because every jelly print is, you know, is original. Which is also why I like making the printable kits, because then I have my favorite prints that I make. Then I have them forever. Otherwise, you use the print and then you never have them again. So I really like that. And those are the ones that I put in my kits, are the my favorite ones. They're the ones that I want to be, that just myself want to be able to use them again. So no, if nobody else buys them, I'm making them for myself. Okay. That's the way to be, though. Even if nobody buys them, if you like them, then you're going to still be happy, because you can use them still. You know what? Darn it. I think this was supposed to go under there. It was. Can I lift this up? Probably not. I don't know. Can I? Yeah, I can. I think it was supposed to go like this, or like, I don't remember. Something like this. Yeah, like that. All right. I don't even know how I remember that just now. All right, let me get this down. Thank goodness that lifted up. Sometimes even right away, it'll glue and it'll glue down. And it's too late. You better think of something else, fool. All right. I just called myself a fool. Well, I can be a fool, that's for sure. All right. Oh my gosh. Did anybody else watch the Tommy Lee movie? I didn't watch the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Don't let your children watch it. I'm telling you. I don't even think they forewarn you that it's basically rated X. The Tommy Lee movie, I just always, I watched it for a second because I'm like, you know, I want to know, how the heck did this, excuse my word, but the sex tape, how did that get out? Like, what's the story there? I thought with Tommy Lee and her, that has to be a story. So I'm watching it. You guys, I can't even describe what I saw in there. It's so inappropriate. It's so rated X. I was like, my husband, I'm cooking and I'm watching it, you know, on my iPad. And my husband walks in, he goes, "What are you watching?" I said, "This just came on the screen." He goes, "Is this rated X?" I'm like, I don't know. I was watching Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson about this whole tape thing. He's like, "That's what they're showing?" I go, "Yes, that's what they're showing right now." I just turned it off after that. It was just so bad. It was so inappropriate. There was lots of inappropriate parts, but it gets worse. But anyway, so let me know if you've seen it, if you watched the whole thing. I might finish watching the whole thing. I don't know. It was crazy. It was just, you just don't expect what the things you're going to see. Okay. And it just gets worse. All right. Let me read chat here. See if anybody else saw that Tommy Lee. It's on Hulu. Is it on Hulu? Yeah, it's on Hulu. Because I have Hulu and Netflix. So, okay, let me see if anybody else saw that. Thank you, Janice. Okay. Is anybody going to admit they watched that movie? Anyway. Well, you can't help it. You didn't. I mean, you don't know what what was going to be in that movie. That movie's crazy. Okay, I'm going to wait for that little piece. Well, let's see what else is going on here. Let's see if anybody else says they saw that movie. Okay, Janice said no. I think it's just called, I think it's just Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson story. I think that's what it's called. If you have Hulu, if you go on Hulu, oh, believe me, it's, you know how they always have like the newest movies, because it just came out a few days ago. The newest movies are right up at the top, so you can click right on it. I'm sure everyone's like, it's, no, I haven't seen that inappropriate movie, but what is this? It makes you more curious, though, when you hear completely. It's basically rated X is what it is. It just is. Like I'm not, it's just rated X. It's amazing. I'm like, what? Like I said, my husband walked, this is what my husband said. My husband walked in the kitchen when I was making dinner. He goes, "What the hell are you watching?" That's what he said to me. I said, "Hey, I didn't know this was going to be rated X. Okay, I was just, you know, making dinner and thought, oh yeah, that Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson movie's coming on. I'll check it out." And that's what I saw. Well, I didn't tell you what I saw, but go see, and you'll see. I need to rip this a little more. Let me just say this. You're going to see some serious nudity, okay? And it's a scene. It's a scene. It is definitely a scene. Especially when you're not expecting it, okay? It's probably why they don't say nothing. You know what? Darn it. I meant to bring that down to here because this was going to go up in the corner. All right. We'll fix it with something else. No major. I won't panic. All right. Let me just glue this down. Let me glue this down and rechat real quick. I have Hulu. I want to see it. Rose is like, I have Hulu. I want to see it. Girl, go see it. Okay. I'm probably going to finish it because I've already, I wasn't even, probably even, oh, this is the thing. It's not just, I forgot. It's not just a movie. It's like, you know how Hulu or Netflix, they do those, I think it's made by Hulu. It's one of the Hulu owned movies, I think. But anyway, you know how they have like part 1, part 2, they may have 10 parts to it or something. It's a series. That's how they made it. So it's not just a movie. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's a series because I thought it was a movie and it's not. And they start with like, how do they start it out? Oh, they start with kind of current times, not today, but current in the video of like what's going on. And then they show you how things kind of end up. And then they go back from there. So you can see like the history. Basically, let me say this. I'll say this so I won't remember the movie for you. You know the tape was stolen, right? Well, if it's true, Tommy Lee, he almost deserved to have what happened to him. Wait till you hear what he did to these two guys, okay? They basically, you'll see it. He's not, if it's true what is in the movie, he's not a nice person, okay? He's not nice at all. And sometimes when you're not nice, life has a way of getting back at you. So how he treated these guys, he kind of deserved what he got. So, and you'll agree, I'm sure you'll agree with me once you see it, because he's really, if it's not just a movie and they're not just making stuff up, which is supposedly supposed to be the truth, you'll see. He's not nice at all. Very, 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 very mean. This is how this is probably going to go because I changed it up there. Yeah, this is how this is going to go. This was supposed to be here, but, you know, I taped it wrong. Okay, let me see what people are saying. What's that doing in my kitchen? I don't know what he thought I was watching, okay? He was just like, what in the hell are you watching? It's not what he expected when I'm in the kitchen just cooking dinner. I said, believe me, honey, I was shocked myself. I go, I don't know. I'm like, that. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah, Rose, you got to check it out. You're going to be... It's in part 2, not part 1. Part 1 has some things too. Watch it from the beginning because... Let me say this. I'll say this one part because it's not as... This isn't the worst thing that you're going to see. Tommy Lee wears a G-string. And these guys are working on his house doing construction. And he walks around the house, butt cheeks out, wearing a thong. And you would think that's going to be the worst thing you're going to see. Nope. Not at all. It's going to get way worse for you. Way worse. So. And that was nasty to see in the beginning. I was like, what the hell is he wearing? That's just disgusting. In front of his construction workers. He walks around in a G-string. Butt cheeks and all showing. It's just nasty. But yeah, it's not the worst. You're going to see a lot worse. Lord. Yeah, Rose, I want you to check it out. So the next week we can talk about what you saw. You're going to be like, Angela, I didn't want to see that. I couldn't unsee that. You can't unsee it. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll read chat here in just a second. Okay, we're getting this glued down. And then, remember I wanted to put this somewhere? Where did I have it? I had it somewhere cool. I think I had it right here. I like it right there. Whether I had it there or not, it's going there. All right. You know what I'm so mad about is I had an Asian stencil and it wasn't even expensive. It was one of those cheap ones by Darcy, I think. I bought it a long time ago. I bought this like probably 15, 16 years ago. Wait, I don't want that to go there. I want it to go like this. And it has all these Asian symbols. One's for happiness and hope and peace. I cannot find that stencil to save my life. And it was one of my favorite stencils. I'm so upset. And when I cleaned my studio, I thought, oh, okay, I'll find that stencil. I still haven't found that stencil. Okay, Rose just said, I'm going to watch it. Rose said, I just told my husband, he said, nah, you watch it. He sounds like my husband. My husband will not watch that. He goes, Tommy Lee is wearing a G-string. I am not watching that. And I already seen what I seen when I walked in this kitchen. So, no. My husband won't watch it with me either. He'll be like, no. He goes, I can't unsee what I just saw. I don't want to see no more Tommy Lee. Rose, now that I'm talking about it, now you got me interested in finishing off the series. See how much worse it gets. Oh, Lord. All right, we'll put that there. Well, everybody on this live, that's your homework, okay? I want you to go check out that movie. That's going to be your homework right there. I expect a report back next Sunday, all of you. All right, I'm thinking this looks pretty cool. I'm loving it. I'm liking it. What's next? Okay, I think these napkins are going to be next. I want to show you guys some things. I always want to show you guys some things. Okay. Let me move this glue book page out of the way before I glue myself. Let's just glue that. This is sticky. I got to get myself some more of these. I get these big, look how big these are, these big magazines. That's my glue surface. It's a Las Vegas daily or weekly or something like that magazine. Wouldn't they like to know I use them for glue surfaces? I need to get some more of them. I think that's my last one. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Did you guys hear that? Oh my God. Sorry. Let me drink some water. Oh, do I want to try that today? No, I'm not going to do this. Okay, I'm running a little bit later on time, so we're not going to do that. What time is it? 3:40. Okay. When I showed how to use that little small jelly plate that I showed you guys, where is it? Over here. When I showed you guys how to use this small jelly plate, remember? I showed you how Robin McClendon used them in my last video that talks about the Dollar Tree stuff to jelly print with. I show how I use that. And when I did that, I made these. But the ones I showed you guys, I actually, okay, the gold part is on the jelly plate, and then I painted the Cocopelli on them, okay? Did I do that on camera? I think I did. Anyway, but this is taking I painted the Cocopelli on the jelly plate and took it off the jelly plate. So then you get more of an old world look. I think I did do it. I told you, because I couldn't figure out how to do it. I couldn't remember. And then I kept playing with the jelly plate because I seen Rob McClendon do it, but I printed them off the jelly plate onto this gold bar. So the same thing here. I printed this on the jelly plate. So I painted this on the jelly plate with India ink. And then I put this on top, and then it gets stamped onto this. But the background, the little square, is done separately. I'm going to do this video again because I did it kind of different. Same thing with this one. Look how cool these look. So these are little elements that can go on your work. Aren't these cool? I'm going to take some of these elements and put them in printables. So I don't know if I want to put one of those elements on here or not, because where the hell is it going to go? I have a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. I just don't know. Well, for one, all this. So this might go on here. I'm not sure. Let me see. I probably should have put this on with the rest of the stuff because, but I was kind of thinking of it as more of an element, like something you put on afterwards, like how I might add some napkins on here, all that. So, but actually they're more like just little small pieces that I could have, you know, collaged into this whole thing. So yeah, it's not going to really fit in here. So I'm not going to put these in here, but I did want to share them with you guys. So these are actually good collage bits to put in when you're doing your original collaging. So if I had some more blank space, I probably could have done it afterwards. So anyway, I have these napkins that I'm going to use, but I'm going to use this flower. See this magnolia right here? I'm going to use it afterwards, after I put the paint on here. So that's going to go on last. Let's see if I have anything else that I want to put on here. Yeah, you know what? I was going to put napkins, but I like the way this looks, so I'm not going to put any napkins on. I'm good. I pulled all that, but I am going to use these, but these are going to be after, these flowers are going to be afterwards. One of the very last things I do. So let me just, I always grab way too many things. Always. Just a second. I'm just kind of organizing my napkin situation over here. Let me go ahead and read the chat. Rose is saying, my sister-in-law lives in Arizona, but I never visited her. I'd love to get something with Cocopelli on it. You should tell her, and she'll find something with Cocopellis on it for you, because they're everywhere. Everything has Cocopellis on it there. Northern Snowbird says she'll pass. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, just hearing Tommy Lee in a thong. Yeah, pass. I would have said pass too. Okay. But I didn't know I was going to see that. It just happened to me. Okay. It just happened to me. I did not even know I was going to see all that. Or I would have said pass. Okay. So, I want to do, let me share this is what I want to share with you guys. I also love, a lot of native. When I say native, I mean Native American, but I know the correct term, I believe, is native. So I like a lot of native symbols. So I went through the computer and I started researching out native symbols. I've already, the Kokopelli is a native symbol. So I've been doing those. I've been doing some other native symbols too. But I really started researching a bunch of native symbols. So, and I'm going to include these in my packet. So I started drawing some of them myself. And then I gave them my own little flair so I wouldn't exactly be copying. But these are the native symbols. So I drew all these this morning. And we're going to draw some of these on the on this thing. Some things I didn't like. Like this I was playing around with. I ended up with that. But I really like this. This means serendipity. Isn't that cool? That's like my script. This right here means energy. I like it. Okay. I really like this one. I'm probably going to draw that today. So these are all, that one right there. So these are all native symbols. If I have lines through them like this, that means I didn't really like that or I messed up or something. I messed up there, so I just... So these are all my own personal, like, little cheat sheets of native symbols that I can put into my artwork. And like I said, I'm going to draw them out again. And then I'll put them in the printables. So... I really like this one too. Anyway, let me draw some. I'm gonna draw some of these really quickly on here. I want to start with that one, and we'll add a few of those. Yeah, Northern Bird, Pamela Lee, and Tommy Lee were a train wreck. Thanks, Comfort Cottage. Yeah, they were nothing but a train wreck. And I guess that's why originally I thought, let me check this out. Because I wanted to see, how did this train wreck, that part with the tape, how did the train wreck happen? Well, I got more than I bargained for, I can tell you that. All right, I'm going to draw this one right now on here somewhere. And I think it's going to be right here. And I'm kind of looking like how I did it. You know who got more than they bargained for was my husband. He didn't even choose to try to watch it. He just got bombarded. Into something he didn't want to see. He's all, thanks, Angela. I'm like, I didn't do it. Okay, cool. I actually didn't want to make it that big, but whatever. Whatever. And then let's just do some crosses because I love crosses around it. And let's see, let's go with another symbol. And do I want to use a different marker? Okay, where is this going to go? Right there. I didn't even use this rose paper. I was supposed to use that. And I didn't even do it. I forgot. I forgot. Do I want to use this pen? Maybe. Let me look through my stuff here and see if I want to use any other colors. That's brown. I might want it. Well, no, that's not a thick enough pen. Oh, it might be. All right. This gold metallic might be good. What else do I got going on? Well, that's rose gold. This is gold. And I'm just right now using this black magic marker, which I like. Which I like a lot. What else do I have? If I wanted to, I could bust out my paint pens, but I didn't prep those, and I don't know exactly where I put them. Because remember, I cleaned up and organized my studio, so that's why I don't know where they're at. So we'll use what we have here. Okay. What other design do I want to use? Oh, I want to use this one called, it says It's Energy. That one. Let's do it like in a rose gold. Because I want a lot of these not to be showing up so much. What is this going to look like? Actually, let's do it like this. Right here. Let me turn this. I can't believe I'm just doing these on the fly, because I just learned these. Some of these I've never drawn some of these symbols, so I'm just doing them right on the fly. I like that one. That turned out pretty. There it is. That means, and it really goes this way. Means energy. All right, let me just look at a couple more. I wanted to do this one. This one looks really cool right there. I think that represents a bird. I'm not sure. Not all of them, when I looked them up, could I find the meaning of them. So I was trying to find the meaning. And as I keep doing this, when I find out the meaning, I will, because they all mean something, I will let you guys know. Sorry, I have to turn it all kinds of ways, but I have to get things right. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's just go like that. I'll read chat in just a second, guys. Look how cool that symbol is. Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. I like it a lot. Let me see other ones that I want to do. I wonder if I want to do another one of those right here. I kind of do. I'm going to do another one. It's fun. Oh, you know, I should have doubled up on the thickness first. There we go. You know what? If you want to practice your drawing skills, see, this would be another thing good to draw. Look up native symbols and start drawing them. That would be another really good thing to practice drawing these symbols. Because some aren't simple, but a lot of them are very simple. So, I mean, like this one, this isn't simple. And you guys, these symbols, I would like to, I would love someday to have my own stamps. So I would love these symbols to be in stamps. Oh, not stamps. Not stamps. Well, I'd love stamps too. What am I saying? Yeah, I'd love them to be in stamps, but in stencils. I think that would be so cool. You know what? Let's do this right on here. So then when I want these, I don't even have to draw them. I could just do them through a stencil. How cool would that be? Oh, shoot. I almost messed up. Well, I kind of did, but it's okay. I mean, what's messing up, you know? Nobody knows what I'm trying to draw. I'll show it to you in just a second. I'll bring it up to the camera. Make that into a cross. See, look at that one. I love these. I love these. Okay, do I want to do anyone? Oh, I know. I see another one I want to do. Okay, let's see. Hi, March. Is it Marshall Hurley? How are you doing? Thanks for joining us. Okay. So the last symbol, I think I'm going to put it right here. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Oh, I'm going to show you guys before I do it. I'm going to do this one. For those who just walked in, I'm doing native symbols. I looked them up this morning, and then I came up with 3 or 4 sheets of them. And I changed them up a little bit, just so, you know, I'm not exactly copying the artist. I don't know if it's an artist or I don't know who did them, but just so I'm not completely copying, I changed them up a little bit. And so I have these symbols to put into my art because I love native symbols, Asian symbols, and then my own intuitive writing too. So I think the mix is cool. I want to also look up some African symbols. So I'm going to do that next. That's how cool that one looks. Right there. And I'm just thinking here. Where are my sticks? Let me just make sure. You guys know how I like my popsicle sticks. Now, these are not, I don't use them as like, do this, then do that. I use these as reminders of different techniques and things that I want to include into my artwork. This one says stamps, black splatters. I don't think I need those. Washi tape. Okay, I'm just going through. These are all like different techniques and also different tools that I like to use, or paints or stuff like that. Mainly techniques. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw some drips on here. Well, drips aren't going to make a difference. Paste through a stencil, wax seals. So I'm just finding things that are going to add to this. So, you know what? I wonder if gold foil would add to this. We'll put that over here. Oh, my messy, my creative writing, which is my coffee stains. I want to do that. Metallic flakes or gold flakes. I don't know. I might do those. Messy writing. Oh, marks with cards. No, I don't want to do that one. Marks, script stamp. Yeah, I'm going to do my script stamp. And then I just came up with this. I didn't come up with this, but you know how we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5? So I'm going to do some of that. Okay, so that's enough stuff to add to the background. And we're almost done with this. The last part's going to be that paint that I told you. We're going to throw paint on this really jaggedly so that it looks like an old wall. And there's like graffiti coming up, old paint coming up, old posters coming up. So this whole thing's going to look wall. All right. I don't know why my camera just said reconnecting. That's scary. Okay, let me read chat real quick. Okay, so it's Marshall. What a pretty name. That is a pretty name. Well, welcome, Marshall. I think it's your first time, right? Your first time coming? Okay, so stamps. Oh, I found some stamps. I thought that I was I thought that I was all out of my handmade stamps, and I found a whole bunch of them. So I was like, yes. You guys have to come join the Facebook group. Rose, she made a bunch of stamps after I made a video, and her stamps are gorgeous. Rose, I love your stamps. Beautiful. So these are stamps that I made. These ones are really small. So we're going to put a few of these on here, just as little additions. And they're all made on the Gelli plate and then stamped with like a postage stamp. And I'm going to Tim Holtz distress the edges a little bit, or whatever ink I have right up here. I don't know why I didn't put ink on these right away. Some black ink, that's what I'll do on these. That's another one. So there's 3 of them right there. You know, this is how I used to make them this small, but now I like to do them bigger. I like to do like 1 by 1. But when I first did them, this is how small I had made them. So but anyway, I thought I was out of the stamps. I was like, oh, I'm out of stamps. I have to make some more. But I'll make another video on how to make those stamps from the Gelli plate. They're really cool. Okay, here we go. Can't find the black right now, but we don't need the black. I'm gonna use a dark brown, and just really quickly get these edges. We'll go today until 3:30. We'll go until 3:20 or 3:20, 4:20, so that at 4:20 we'll do the giveaway. And like I said, I'm almost done. It looks like I'm not almost done, but I really am. Well, I guess it's looking like I'm almost done. And then I'll take my girl and finish up her hair. And then put her in this whole collage. That's ASMR right there. Okay. Let me get some Eileen's tacky and glue these down. Oh, please let me find my Eileen's tacky. I'm surprised I don't have it right up there. All right, just a second, you guys. Of course, I have to look for it. Well, you know what? No, I don't. I'll just grab a new bottle. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found where I put it. I told you guys I cleaned up this studio, and whenever I do that, reorganize and clean up my studio really good and reorganize it, I'm lost for like a month. I found the Eileen's tacky. Because the Eileen's tacky is what's going to glue these down. I did these ones on cardstock, but I wouldn't suggest doing them on cardstock. These funky looking stamps, I would do them on paper. These are a little thick, but that's the way it's going to be. Okay. I don't even know where I want these stamps to go. I just know I want them on here because they're cool. You know, we're going to put them down here. Anything looks good at the bottom of the page. It don't matter. We'll flank both sides of that little thing at the bottom. These are just those little embellishments at the end. That just kind of adds to what you're doing. And these stamps are so fun and funky and vintagey and grungy that they look good on anything. They look good anywhere. Let me put this one up here. Okay. They're kind of thick because, like I said, I made them out of cardstock, which was stupid. After I made my other ones, my other Gelli print stamps, I made them out of like book pages and stuff. And that's really what you should do. Okay. All right. Am I going to glue anything else down? Let me see. No. I put my glue away and my magazine away. All right. Next. Do I need to do any intuitive writing? Okay, I'm not going to do any intuitive writing. That's what this stick says for me. It reminds me to do my intuitive writing. I'm not, because I did a whole, this is my printables, And my printables had a whole page of intuitive writing. Okay. And so is this right here. So we have tons of intuitive writing. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do gold foil, but I'm going to do these marks. I'm going to do this in a brown marker. And the reason I'm going to do it in brown, because I really wanted to, I got enough black on the page. I want to keep this back further into the background. And for my work not to get too dark. So I'm just doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is doing it as a mark. And I'll show it to you in just a second. Just wherever. Okay, so that's what I did. Are you seeing it? Yeah. Like right there. Right there. Right there. So you can barely even see it. It just adds a little, just adds some marks. Oh, you know what? Also the number sign. Let's do some number signs. We'll do it with the same thing. And when you use a color that's like already in the background, it keeps it in the background. It keeps it from looking, getting too dark or coming up too much. When you want things to really show, have them in black, like I did those native symbols. But this stuff is just extra stuff that I just want it to be in the background. That's why I'm doing it in brown. See, I just did, oh. So see, I'll just show you down here. See, I just did those right there. Okay. And I could throw other marks on here, but that's enough. And I already had done my crosses on here, like right here. Those are some cool marks that I like to do with those crosses. So I already did those. Asian writing. Basically, that's like my intuitive writing. And I have a lot of Asian writing on here, so I'm good with that. Do I want to do my script stamp? I'm going to do my script stamp. Okay, messy writing. Do I have a place to do messy writing? I do. I'm going to do some messy writing right here. If I can find my pen that I like to do it with. That's too fat. What does this one look like? That one's almost too thin. I'm looking through my, excuse my arm, I'm looking through my little box. I keep this little pink box over here to the side. It has all of my, it has all my stuff in it that I like to use all the time. So I don't have to go searching through everything. This is going to work here. Okay, I'll use that one. That wasn't the one I was looking for, but I think that's going to work. So I like to do cursive writing and just have it be really messy. So you can't even really read it. It just adds another element. Just looks really cool. So, and I don't write anything specifically. I just write, usually I write positive words. But you may have a poem or something that you want to write. I just write a lot of words that just come to my head because it's messy. Nobody even knows what the heck I'm writing. I'll just write the right writing. Hope, love, you. This looks cool, and it's just going right over some of the Asian writing. I'm going to bring it up here in just a second. I'm just going to write one more row of stuff. One day I want to just write a poem with this messy writing. Okay, so that's what that messy writing looks like. Let me turn it this way. Doesn't that look, I think that looks kind of cool, just over all that copy staining and kind of close to this Asian writing. I'd love to create a stamp like that that's just all that messy writing. That would be cool. Someday, you guys, I want to have some stamps and some stencils of my own. That would be so cool. Okay, so I got the messy writing script stamp. Oh, I want to do the script stamp. So I always keep it next to me. This is a script stamp, which is cool. And I'll read chat, you guys, in just a second if anybody's saying anything to me. Let me just get ahead a little bit because we're at 4:10 already, and I want to kind of get to the painting part. And the last stick says marks. We already did plenty of marks. I love to do script on my work. I've been doing that forever. I just think it adds a really magical quality to just see this script stamp in the background. And I'm using this brown color. And since I'm using brown, it's going to not be real obvious. It'll really sit in the background. I'll bring it up in just a second. And I'm about to get to the part that's probably going to freak some people out if they've never watched me do this before. I'm about to throw paint with a card all over this. Thank goodness my card is right here. But adding the paint with the card, I add it real unevenly. It's what will look like an old wall that's been painted. The paint's worn off. There's been graffiti on it. That's what I'm trying to create. So I do it all the time. I've done it a million times. I'll read chat as soon as I'm done doing this, because the next thing we're going to do is the paint on top of this with the credit card. Okay, let me just get a little bit more of this on here, up here, up here. But by using brown, it just stays in the background and just barely comes through. If you really want it to show up, depending on what look you want, use black. Sometimes I fairy dust my pieces, which means I splatter them with white, but that's not the look I'm going for with this, so I won't be doing any fairy dusting. Oh, I like the script right there. In fact, that's what I'll show you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you go. See, that's what the script stamp. Doesn't that look cool next to all this? Fabulous. There's script stamping right there. All this right here. Let me come real close. See how it's just in the background? It looks like it's just coming up just a little bit. But it makes it not look real obvious because I didn't want it to be real obvious. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to take the paint. I'll show you the colors. Let me read chat. Let me put these away. Let me put this glue away so I can have some room on my desk for the giveaway. So just a second. Those go up here. See, today I'm not even exhausted. I'll be able to do my Zumba now because I did collage, which energizes me. I'm full of energy now. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm not that hyped, but I have energy. I'm not all dead like I was last week. Okay. Sorry for reaching across here, you guys. I have to clean up this space a little bit so that I can function. All right. That's all good enough right there. All right. That can go up there. And this can move over here. And then I can function once again. Oh, you know what I didn't do? But I won't do it because that's enough. But I didn't do the coffee drips. You take like brown ink, and you just go like this and do little stains. So if I have the brown right here, I'll do it because I can't help my damn self. Yep, I got it. Is this brown? Bria Reese, brown ink. Let me show you the coffee stains. Most of you guys have seen this. I just put a little brown of this brown like this. You can use paint, but I think it's a lot better to use ink. And I use a dark brown. Hit it with a little water. Hit it with a little bit more water. And then this right here is the tube from the foil. You can use one from paper towel, but I like this one because it's a little bit smaller. And I like to do 2 at a time. 2 at a time, I think it just looks cooler. Okay, I have to be careful because right here is my camera, like right there. I'm about to hit the damn thing. So remember what your homework is, girls. You got to watch Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson tonight. Just kidding. All right, I've done enough of these. Well, let me just go here. Oh, see, I just hit the camera. Okay. All right, that's it. I made such a big deal about that, but that's all it is. But it makes these like little coffee stains. Again, wouldn't that be a good stamp? Just a stamp full of coffee stains? Like a little one, you know? Or a stamp that has 2 coffee stains that are circles that are connected like this. Wouldn't that be a cool stamp of coffee stains? So there we go. So those are all the coffee stains right there. Again, it's just another little extra element added on. And I like to do half coffee stains off the edges. So, all right, now we're going to add the paint. Let me read chat really quickly before I get started with the paint part. Okay, this is very beautiful. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Marshall. Janice, you're so sweet. Janice says, I feel hyped like you just by watching. My craft room needs a cleaning. I'm going to get it soon, I hope. I know the feeling. You know what, though? You just feel, it's like once you clean, like when you organize, everyone cleans, but when you really like clean things out, you throw things that you don't need out. You keep things in your space that are relevant, things that you're going to use. Everything's organized. It makes you feel so good when you're done. You just feel like you went through a cleansing, you know? I love it. Thanks, Rose. Thanks, Janice, again. Okay, please hit like. Thanks, gorgeous people. Okay, we're going to do the last little bit, you guys, right now. Okay. Yes, Artsy Girl says script stamps create depth. Totally. Thanks, Janice. She thinks the coffee circles are really cool. I'm glad I showed you those because I love doing those. I try to script stamp and do those coffee stains. I think they're cool. Okay. So we've done all that. I'm going to use turquoise, red oxide, or I'm going to use this one, this red ochre, one of the two. And I'm going to use putty. And I'm about to use this dark brown. Okay. So let's get started on this part and then we'll be done. There is like that magnolia napkin that I want to put on here, you guys, but I'll probably do that because this has to dry. I'll do that and show it to you guys next week. It's just a magnolia flower over all this grunge, which I think will look really pretty, but it's going to have to dry and we don't have time for that. So I'll show you guys next week. All right, this brown, okay. Oh my goodness. I was trying to get this brown paint out and it just squirted all over my hands and my darn ring, which is making me mad. Okay. You know, that's going in the garbage. There was hardly anything left in there. Let me get my other one. You guys know me. I always try to have 2 of everything. Here's another one. This one I got, this Master's Touch. This one's Fine Touch, which is Master's Touch. I got for 74 cents. I think last year at Hobby Lobby when they're having that clearance. Has anybody been to the 75% off Hobby Lobby clearance? It started. I meant to make that announcement. I've been going all week. And like I'm going to throw some in through here. I've been going all week. But they don't have stuff. They don't have stuff I'm interested in yet. They have like a really fancy envelope, stationery. I don't know, some other stuff. It's not stuff I'm really interested. So now when I do this, I don't want to cover up everything. I just want to cover up just certain little areas. Okay. Also, baby wipes are important. Where are my baby wipes? I keep forgetting that I put them in this darn thing. Okay. The baby wipes are important because you can wipe off. Like if you get too much paint in a certain area and you want something. And it's also another technique. wipe it off. Like right here, I want to smear this a little bit so you can kind of see through that and see the writing through it. Because I think that just looks cooler. Okay, so that's enough on that. And you have to be careful because you can get crazy. I'm going to use this color. You can get crazy and just put way too much, which I've done, and you can't get it off. So you can get it off, but sometimes, I don't know. It just starts going haywire. You don't need much when you're doing this. This is what I'm trying to say. And it's good to put on with the credit card because then you're not doing this really evenly. You don't want it even. You want it very jagged and just messed up. You want it to look messed up. I'm going to take that off there. And what's cool is now you can, if I wipe this, you can see through it a little bit. Same thing with here. I'm going to do that to here. Like that. That looks good. So there's no right or wrong with whatever I'm doing. It's just however you like it. I'm just letting you know that you can get too heavy-handed real easily. So with this. So just beware. And that looks cool too, just to smear it too. All right, I'm liking that. All right, now we want to go with another color. Let's go with this beige. I don't even know if I'm going to hit it with the turquoise or not. I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know. I'm scared. Oh, this is a new one. I went through one of these in 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, this putty color. That's how much I love this on the jelly plate. It's called warm gray. It's not warm gray. It's a putty color. You guys, I don't think I'm going to add the turquoise. I'm loving this color here. This is the last one I'm adding. All right, I'm going to ask you guys, do you guys think I should add a little bit of turquoise? What do you guys think? Do you think I should scrape in a little turquoise? I wanted this really neutral background because I'm dealing with a girl who has green hair. So if the background's really neutral, you know, a neutral background, since the girl has green hair, the neutral background's gonna, you know, work just fine, I believe. I mean, we don't ever know until we get to it, but I think so. This is what my thoughts are. These are the thoughts in my head. Oh, I just love this putty color. I just think it's everything. I think it's everything in a bag of chips. I'm kind of putting the putty color right next to the darker colors, which I think is really looking good. Cool. Let's just do a little bit over here. Cool. Do I see anything else that needs to be done? Okay, and I need to use a little bit of a baby wipe right there. Okay. All right, let's use a little bit of that putty color right through here. Just a little bit. All right, guys, sorry I'm getting silent on you. I'm just thinking. Okay, I see one more place for this brown to go, and then I'll read chat. Anybody thinks I should add the turquoise? Okay, Northern Board says turquoise fairy dust. Oh, that's a good idea. She said the fairy dust the piece with turquoise. I love that. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you. That's a great suggestion. I don't know if anybody else made suggestions. That's just the first one I saw, but I really like that. I like that idea. Okay. Now I like that. That looks good. Okay. I think we're done with the paint. I love that idea. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think I should fairy dust it with the turquoise paint? Or do you think I should like splatter it on? Like take my brush and go like this and just splatter it on. That's a cool technique too, where it looks like a splatter. Okay, so what do you think I should do? Do you think I should fairy dust it, which means splatters, or do you think I should take it, which means just taking it and with like my brush and just giving little sprinkles of turquoise, or should I take and do like a paint splatter of turquoise? Okay. Do you guys think I should fairy dust, or do you think I should do those big splats of turquoise? Okay, everyone's saying dust it. Okay. I know, because it sounds scary when I say to sit there and to splatter it, but you guys, the splattering, I'll do it on another piece. I won't do it today because you guys voted, and I'm going to go with what you said. But I'm going to do it on another piece, you guys. I'm going to show you. Splatting it, just making a splatter, looks so cool. Okay. But I'm not going to do it because you guys voted no for that. So I'm going to do what you said. I love the fairy dusting. That's going to look cool. All right. Here it is. Is that? Oh, that's dry. Okay. Just a little bit. I got to add a lot of water to this. All right, let me find I have a really stiff paintbrush that I really love for fairy dusting. Where is it? If anyone's new, fairy dusting, I just made up that word when I either do white splatters and stuff or black splatters. I call it fairy dusting because it's what I do last. And I don't know. I like fairies. My name's my fairy treasure. So I don't know. I just made that up. I mean, I didn't make up these splatters. I just made up the word fairy dust. I mean, maybe I didn't make that up, but the meaning of it, to fairy dust my piece, is what I just started saying. You know what, you guys? Thank you. Who came up with this first? Snowbird? Girl? And everyone agree with you. This is fabulous. I love it. Oh, it just pops. It just pops. Okay, this is a new technique, Snowbird. You came up with it. And I'm going to start doing fairy dusting with turquoise because it is fabulous. I am in love with turquoise fairy dusting. Great idea. All right. That was it. We're done. That was the last thing. Okay, I'm going to bring this up a little closer so you guys can see it. Let me put this away. You guys, let me get a baby wipe. My hands are a mess. A mess. Someone said something about that putty color. Didn't that just do it? Girl, the putty color on it does it on everything. Whenever I add putty to almost anything, I don't know. It's just a magical little color. So you guys, the putty color, it's called warm gray. It's not even putty. I call it putty. It's warm gray. It's $5.99 at Hobby Lobby. It's Master's Touch. This is what it looks like. And I just get these paints, and every other week they're on sale for 50% off. So every other week, if I'm out of a color or I want to add a color to my collection, I go buy them every other week, usually, for $3 instead of $6. And what I like to do is catch them when they clearance them out. They'll clearance them out for like $1. So, and that's probably going to happen pretty soon. Not all of them, just certain colors or whatever. All right, let me show you guys what that looks like. Look at, isn't that cool? Those turquoise fairy dusting. I am in love with that. With this whole piece being so brown, just the adding of that turquoise fairy dusting. It's just so magical. Anyway, this is also what it looks like. Do you guys think, doesn't this look like an old wall? That's just been dilapidated. It's old. There's been all kind of graffiti on it. It's been painted over and over. It's rusted. So that's what we were going for. You know what I need to do? Look at that. Why is there nothing over that? Okay, that has to happen. But I won't do it on camera. I'll do it off camera. Because we got to get to the giveaway. Okay. I'm just read chat real quick. Yeah, Northern Bird, that was it. I love it. Artsy Girl says splatter like, what is that? Biscat? What is biscat or I don't know. I'm not even saying it right. Oh, C Rose goes, yay, fairy dust. Marshall goes, yes, fairy dust. She's like, sounds good, fairy dust. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. So we got what we were going for. Trying to make an old wall. Dilapidated, graffitied, rusted, aged, and all that. My favorite. You guys know I live for this. Okay. But let's get on to the giveaway. All right. Let me throw that on the ground so that we can. Okay. I'm going to give away kit number 1 and kit number 2. Okay. Kit number 1 was last month. I'm just going to go through them really quick. These are printables that you can use, that I've made, that you can use in your mixed media, your backgrounds, if you make cards, if you do collages, whatever. Okay. Or junk journals, art journaling. I have to use this. This is just a bunch of splats. Isn't that cool? Splats and script writing, splats, and then coffee rings. I love this page. I've never even used that yet. This I love. Okay. Now that was last month's kit. And if you want any of my kits, you can go to my Etsy shop, which is right below. And it's a clickable link below. And they're like $2.50 and you get 5 sheets in a pack. I have to do 5 only at a time because that's how you have to list them on Etsy. Okay, this is my page of Cocopellis that I hand drew. This is originally a jelly print behind it. Another jelly print that I love. Love how that jelly print turned out. This is a messy stencil on a jelly plate. Fabulous. Again, another stencil that's on a jelly plate. Now it's in just a different color. These are circles that I made. So I'm just going to go through it really quickly. Most people have already seen these kits because I showed them last week or 2 weeks ago. Probably sick of seeing them. I love the circles though. I've created a lot of stuff with these circles. More of my intuitive writing on jelly plate background. Again, jelly plate background, intuitive writing. Again, same thing, but different one. And one that's a mix. I call this languages from around the world. So it's my script writing, Asian, and like Arabic writing. Okay. All right. So that's kit number 2. So those 2 are being offered. What else? Let me see. I'll offer these again too to make texture plates. Remember from last week? I'll just show you a few of them. Okay. So you get 1.5, and that makes a texture plate. That's like an 11 by 14 texture plate. Okay. For your jelly plate. You have that one. That one. Or that one. So 1, 2, or 3. Wait a minute. I'm going too fast for myself. This one. So 1, 2, or 3 of those. And you can make texture plates out of them for your jelly plate. To make a great texture plate. And is there anything else? Yeah, there's coloring books. And I'm not going to go through the coloring books. Most people have seen the coloring books by now. They're all really cool, though, if you haven't seen them, you guys. they're adult coloring books. They're really cool. So this one, or this one. Okay. All right. So let's start. Everybody choose. Let me write down a number first. Make sure you guys aren't seeing it. Okay. How many people do we have? 9. Okay. So pick a number between 1 and 10. Go. Thank you, Artsy Girl. I'll choose the person who's closest to the number. If the number doesn't come up. And make sure you just choose one number, okay, guys? Okay, I'm just making sure. I think everybody has... Oh, no, not yet. Hey, Kay Marie, how are you doing? I don't think I've seen you yet in the chat. Welcome. Okay. We did good today. We had I looked up, at one point we had 18 people all together. I don't know if everybody was, talking, but, 18 people in the chat. So that was good. Okay, looks like it's not going any further, right? Everyone's chosen a number, looks like, because it's not going anymore. Okay, so the person that's closest to it is Artsy Girl. I chose number 1. So congratulations, Artsy Girl. Artsy Girl, what do you want? See, number 1. See? Artsy Girl, if you want the printables, let me know, because then I can show you the printables. Not printables, the texture plates. I can show them to you again. I don't know what you want. Okay, Marie, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's these 3. 1, 2, 3 if you choose texture plates. I don't know what you want to choose. So Artsy Girl, what do you want? Artsy Girl, which thing do you want? Do you know? We're going to do one more giveaway after this, after Artsy Girl tells us what she wants. We'll do one more giveaway. Did I miss what Artsy Girl wanted? No, she hasn't told me yet. Okay, well, Artsy Girl, you won. I'm going to let you think about what you want. Oh, texture plates. Okay, so which ones do you want? Do you want 1, 2, or 3? So again, let me show you. I'm going kind of fast. 1, 2, or 3. Two. Okay, so this one. Okay, so let me just paper clip your name onto these, and you get like 1.5, because remember I told you it makes 11 by 14 plate. 1.5 does, so that's why it's 1.5 of them. And I was making other texture plates, so you're sharing it with me. I took the other half, and I'm giving you the other half, and I'm giving you a full one. So that's, that's what we did. Okay. All right, let's choose one more number, you guys. Again, oh, there's 12 people now. Okay, let's do 1 through 13. So everybody choose a number 1 through 13 and go. Okay, I already got a winner. Well, yeah, I already got a winner. Comfort Cottage. Yay, Comfort Cottage. Comfort Cottage got it. It was number 13. I couldn't believe she got that right out of the gate. Crazy. Comfort Cottage, what do you want? If you need me to show you the texture plates, if you want texture plates, you can just one or two of the texture plates. Do you want kit number 1, kit number 2, 1 or 2 of the texture plates, or any of the coloring books? And there's the number 13. Okay, did Comfort Cottage tell me what she wanted yet? I don't know if I missed it. I try to catch everything. And thank you so much to my moderators, Artsy Girl and Janice. You guys are awesome. You guys are on it so much that if anyone's saying inappropriate stuff, I never even see it. You guys just be like, deleted. You guys are awesome. Okay, you want printable set number 2. Okay, perfect. So let me get that out and put your name on it so you can see that I got you. I got you, girl. So, printable kit number 2, okay? And I'm going to put, wait, let me put Comfort Cottage on here real quick. Oh, okay, now Comfort Cottage, I don't know, have I sent you anything before? Because if I sent you something before, I have your address. Comfort Cottage, let me know if I've sent you things before. I keep everyone's address. But if not, below this video in about an hour, you'll be able to see a clickable link that says Etsy. Go to my Etsy shop, click that link that says Etsy. You'll be at my Etsy shop. Go to the right corner where it says contacts, and you can leave me your address there. It's the best way to do it through my Etsy shop. For some reason, my link through my Yahoo don't work. Anyway. Oh, you're still waiting for your first set? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, everything's been sent out. So, I don't know. You know what? Everything's crazy. You know, the mail's slower anyway. Just because the mail's slower. Well, there's reasons. But anyway. And also the weather is messing things up. So, anyway. Okay, so I have your address, Comfort Cottage. I thought that I'd sent you stuff before. All right, congratulations. I'm sorry you haven't got your others. A lot of other people said they've gotten their stuff. So, like I said, girl, the mail's slow. And on top of that, the weather. So, you know, just, oh, so sorry. But now you got another set. Yay! So now you have 2 sets. I'm so excited for you. Okay, you guys, that is it. You guys, thank you to my moderators. Like I said, thank you guys, all my subbies, for coming, you guys, and supporting me. Oh, I have stuff everywhere. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. Come back next week for sure. Okay, there's a couple things real quick. Come back next week, 2 o'clock, Pacific time, of course. Well, for those who don't know, who just came on a little later, it's 2 o'clock Pacific time every Sunday. I have a group called Our Magical Little Place. It doesn't matter if you craft, mix media, crochet, knit, whatever you do, come join. It's a safe place to share your work. And I think that's it. Let me just look and see what people are saying real quick. Marshall said it took 6 weeks to get a package 2 states away. Oh my goodness. That's insane. You know what? Artsy Girl said confirm address. You know what? You're right. Just, you know what? Comfort Cottage, send me another one, your address again, just to confirm it, to make sure. Just to make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm sure I have it, but. Okay, you're patient. You love surprises. Okay. You know what'll be funny, Comfort Cottage, is if this one gets to you faster and then the other one comes up. You never know. Thank you so much, Janice. Okay, you guys. Oh, Marshall said, what's the other channel? Oh, I don't have another channel. I have a Facebook group on Facebook, and it's called Our Magical Little Place. And there's a clickable link below in the description. The description will be up in about an hour because this video doesn't really, they have to download it into the system. I go in and I put in the description, I have a clickable link to the Facebook group called Our Magical Little Place. So that'll be up. If you want to go join our group right away, go to my last video, go to the description, and you can have a clickable link there to the group, which is called Our Magical Little Place. Okay? Okay, good. All right, I think that's, let me just make sure I've answered all the questions. Yes. And again, thank you to my moderators. Love all of you, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Love you. Okay.